Case number 273402. Status: Disastrous. I stare at the file and realize I have no options. Over the last 2 years, every monster assigned to Charlotte Dower has quit. Every last one. Her first monster, a giant goldfish-faced humanoid named Bubba, had been with her for 4 years, and then she simply wasn't scared of him anymore. After that, it was a string of different common, uncommon, and rare monsters. I even assigned a sentient sock monster to her. He came back crying. I look on my tablet. Only one assignable monster left. Myself. Fieldwork has never been my cup of tea. But desperate times call for desperate measures. So at 8:03 p.m., after Mrs. Gideon tucks in Charlotte and her little brother Daniel, I slither into the space beneath Charlotte's bed. Across the room, underneath of Daniel's crib, is a rookie, Chico, a standard creep kind of monster. I turn my attention to the bed above me. Charlotte is still awake, but barely. So I reach up over the bed and run an ice-cold finger over her cheek. Silence. So I do it again.
"I'm not afraid of you, monster,"
she whispers, but her voice is shaking. I can see a small clock on the wall, 8:14. And then a door somewhere in the house slams, and there's an audible hitch of breath from above me. A few minutes go by, and I can hear Francis Gideon yelling at his wife. There are heavy footsteps on the stairs and loud panting breaths. And then Charlotte scrambled off the bed, and she crawled under the bed with me.
"Move over,"
Charlotte hisses at me. So I do. The door to the bedroom slams open, and I smell the stench of human intoxicants before the man even stepped inside. I know why Charlotte isn't afraid of any of my monsters. She's afraid of her own. Francis reaches a hand under the bed, and I thrust my wrist into it. He starts to pull, so I slither out. "What the?" I cut Francis's next words off by unfolding my full 12-foot height. Looming over the drunken man, I caress my cold fingers down his face. "If you ever touch, scare, or harm my child again, I will find you, and I will do the same to you for all eternity. I promise him." As Francis runs from the room, he soils himself. I pull Charlotte from under the bed, tuck her back under her covers, and kiss her forehead good night. "I'll be back tomorrow night. Sleep well, darling." Charlotte Dower is my child. I am the monster under her bed.